oldest yet fully functioning train stations in the world. The construction is intricate and decorative, made to represent the wealth and success of the nation of India. The Victoria Terminus successfully combines Indic architecture and Victorian Gothic architecture by taking influences from England's Gothic Revival era and incorporating them with the well-known historically and culturally rooted Indic architecture. Many important statues can be seen decorating the terminus, including Queen Victoria, whom the terminus was named after, the Lady of Prosper atop the domed roof, and a lion and tiger used to represent England's influence and the nation of India's independence. While the Victoria Terminus was a combination of Indic architecture and Victorian Gothic architecture, there were other examples of Victoria architecture that could be found throughout India. Few examples include the University of Mumbai and the Bombay High Court, both pictured above. The Victorian Gothic architecture style was often characterized by ornamental outside decorations, intricate stained glass windows, and tall turrets, which can be seen in both pictures above, and also in the Victoria Terminus. These buildings and the Victoria Terminus also use pointed arches and similar conical pointed type roofs. The Gothic Revival architectural era in England began in the mid-1700s. During this time, many of England's iconic buildings were designed and built in the Gothic architectural style. Two important examples of Gothic Revival architecture in England include the British Parliament building, pictured on the left, and the St. Pancras train station, pictured on the right. Both are located in London, England, and have extremely similar designs. The Victoria Terminus is based off of the design of the St. Pancras train station and takes much of its personal architectural design from blending Indic architecture and Victorian Gothic architecture. The influence of the St. Pancras station can be seen in the turrets, decorative ornamental outside, and pointed arches that exist in both designs. The Victoria Terminus station is located in the center of Mumbai, India, and while it takes its design, inspiration, and style from the St. Pancras station in London, England, much of the detailed work was inspired and designed by students from the Bombay School of Art in India. The intricate work on stained glass windows and paintings contributed to the Indic aspects of the station, as well as the hand-carved architectural buttresses and other decorations which were designed by native craftsmen. The design and construction of the station effectively combines the influence of the English Victorian Revival era architecture with more of the modern Indic influences as well. The surface of the Victoria Terminus is covered in sculptures and carvings of various flora and fauna, as well as some human head medallions. The flora and fauna represent the beauty of India's wildlife and consist of many different species, including everything from peacocks to crocodiles to various vines and flowers. Excuse me. There are also some outer decorative sculptures that depict Queen Victoria, whom the station was named after, and on top of the famous masonry dome sits a tall sculpture of the Lady of Prospect. The human head medallions that line the front entrance of the station are carvings of the founders of both the city of Mumbai and the Great Indian Railway Company. The entrance gate is seemingly guarded by large sculptures of a lion and a tiger, which lead into an intricate gateway lined with more carvings of indigenous animals. The architect of the Victoria Terminus Frederick William Stevens was said to believe that without decoration, a building was not architecture. He wanted the ornamentation of the building to be everywhere. He did not want the art to be thinly spread out or concentrated in too many areas, but rather over the entirety of everywhere you look. Ornamentation represents beauty, but it also represents power and a respect for the nation. The lion and tiger statues outside the entrance are said to represent the influence of England and India in the development. The use of precious materials and ornamental decoration also showed the wealth of the country, as mentioned earlier.